Hey guys, Tom here. It's Friday, it's happy hour, and this is a great happy hour. We've moved the party outside because it's Father's Day weekend, and we're gonna make some drinks for Dad. So that's right, it's Father's Day weekend. We're gonna celebrate Dad. You know he deserves it. So you're gonna have a barbecue for Dad. You're gonna make him a nice big steak, a baked potato, some corn on the cob. And what are you gonna serve with it? You're gonna, whenever Dad gets home from golfing or fishing or just wakes up from that long, well-deserved nap today, make him a great Father's Day cocktail. And the first one we're gonna make, it's called a blackberry bourbon lemonade. Now, originally what you need for this, you get some blackberries, you cook them down with sugar and water, and you cook them until they get nice and thick and syrupy. Well, I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You're celebrating and hanging out with Dad, so we're gonna do the next best thing. If you remember from our old video, we're gonna use blackberry jam. So, simply, I'm gonna take a couple nice big spoons of blackberry jam. What the heck? And then a little fresh lemonade, not lemonade, fresh lemon. Lemonade comes later. About a little less than about 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice. Outside, so when you're partying outside, you got to make sure everything's covered up. And then get in there with your muddler, or you could even just use a big spoon for this. Break up that lemonade, or break up that lemon and jam just a little bit. And then it's a bourbon lemonade, so you need bourbon. You need, and Dad's celebrating today, so he's not going anywhere. Nobody's driving. So a nice stiff 2 ounces of bourbon. It makes a big drink. Dad can sip on it all afternoon. Put in some ice. Grab your shell and shake it up. The biggest glass or mug you have. I forgot my strainer. My fingers are clean. And then take some lemonade. And then top it off with some club soda. Garnish it with a nice fat lemon. Or heck, just throw it right in. A big straw. And celebrate Dad with the bourbon blackberry lemonade. So let's keep the Dad celebration going with another drink. And this drink is called a Paloma. It's a simple drink, but there is like a little bit of a step that I'll explain to you when I get to it. So you take 2 ounces of your Dad's favorite tequila. And then a little bit of lime juice. About 3/4. And then here's the special ingredient that you're gonna have to prepare ahead of time if you wanna make this drink for Dad. This is grapefruit syrup. I'll explain how I make it in the description below, Also, I'll show you how I make it on Homecraft Facebook page, but it's basically just, you get a grapefruit, you zest the rind off it, squeeze the juice, and however much juice you have, you use that much sugar, put everything in a pot, the juice, the sugar, the rind, boil it up till the sugar dissolves, turn it off, let it cool, strain it, and that's grapefruit syrup. So I need about the same amount of that, 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit syrup. That was a little more, but that's okay. Some ice. Another shake. A nice tall glass. Get the water out of there. I remembered strainer this time. Top it off with a little more club. A straw, a fresh lime wheel, or if you have another set piece of grapefruit, that would work great as well. And you are celebrating Dad with a refreshing grapefruit Paloma. So we made something fruity. We made something citrusy. I know what you're saying, Tom, that's great, but my dad's a beer drinker. I got something for you too, and it's real simple. You take a glass, preferably a frosted glass. It's hot out here. Mine's kind of melted a little bit. And this one it's a ginger shandy. You know, shandies are like citrus and beer mixed together. This one we're going to add a little ginger to it. That's a little bit of crystallized ginger, a little bit of lemon juice. Get your trusty muddler. Kind of break that up a little bit, get in there, mash it up, chop that ginger up a little bit first. Crystallized ginger is real easy to find. It's either with the baking stuff in the grocery store or over with like the nuts and the dates and the wasabi peas and that kind of stuff. You'll find crystallized ginger. So after you work that in a little bit, I have some on the glass I gotta scrape off. And then just take your dad's favorite beer, preferably like a Pilsner beer or a lager beer. Fill it almost to the top. And then just take some nice cold ginger ale. Add that in there. If you like, you could put another piece of crystallized ginger or just a nice fat lemon, and that will refreshen Dad after his long hard day. But your dad shouldn't be working today anyway. So that is a nice ginger beer shandy for Dad on Father's Day. So I hope you had a good time celebrating Dad here on Happy Hour. I had a good time. It was great being outside. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. So here's to your dad. Here's to my dad. And until I see you next time, remember, take care of yourself and your home. Cheers.